search for quarter rolls. Quarter rolls. See if we can't find anything interesting this morning. I found a 1945 quarter and a 1953 quarter last night in one roll. It was great. Yeah. These are straight from the bank. Some of them are new, some of them are old, obviously. All the rolls have circulated coins in them, though. Looking for some West Points. Some silver. Which is a D. That looked like a little mechanical doubling there. What we got here? 71. I found a lot of 60. Not 65 and up. Maybe today we can find something. See what we can find. I want those West Points. I want that silver 81. 65. Well, we're getting close. 1965. One more year. 95. That's pretty far. You can go to your bank and just, they may tell you, oh, we don't order quarters. But if you get, if you're nice, you get in good with your banker. Go in there and buy a CD or something and start talking, and they'll order you a box of quarters. They'll order you a box of pennies. They'll order you a box of Kennedys. I do this with Kennedys a lot. Now, you can find a lot of silver Kennedys. There's still a lot of them out there. In fact, I'm getting a box. What is today? Tuesday. My box will probably be in by Thursday. This weekend, I'll do $500 worth of Kennedys. Maybe we can put this out there, put a video of that out there for you guys. That's always a lot of fun. It's so cool to open up one of those wraps, one of those rolls, and you see the silver. I mean, it's just sitting there staring at you in the face. It's so obvious, such a good feeling. What's funny? When I went to get these quarters, we had a new girl at the bank, and my bank manager was letting her go to the vault and get the stuff, to learn how to do things. And she pokes her head out of the vault, and she goes, these are $500, right? And I said, yeah. Go ahead and get it. She comes out, and she's ringing, she's typing in everything. And I looked at her, and I said, this is free for me, don't you? And she looks at me, and she goes, well, it's $500. I said, well, it's nothing. It's free. She just looked at me like so confused. I said, you're giving me $500. It took her a minute. And then she goes, oh, wait, you're not buying anything. You're just withdrawing $500 of your own money in quarters. I said, yes, my friend. I said, this is a free hobby. This hobby costs no more than the effort it takes me to go to the bank and pick this stuff up. How many hobbies can you say are free like that? I mean, whatever I find and keep, I find silver, I'm making money. It's, not a ton, but now you find the right one, it could be a ton. I do this with pennies. I found an 88, they used to call it a wide AM, but it's actually the flared FG. It's an 89 penny with it's a 88 front of a penny muled with an 89 back of a penny. All right. Take a break real quick, come back and do another roll. All right, let me toss all these quarters down here in my little box. So, because when I get done, I just take all these right back to the bank. You keep what you want, return the box. And I asked my banker the other day, I said, when I first got started doing it, I didn't know. I felt awkward going in and buying this big box of coins, coming in 2 days later or a day later, and dumping them right back in the coin machine. So I asked my banker. I said, "Is that rude? I mean, do y'all care?" He's like, "No, miss, that's freaking awesome. That we want to know what you find. Tell us all about it." So I'll go in there Thursday, pick up $500 worth of Kennedys, and then I'll go back in there Friday or Saturday when I'm done messing with them and dump them right back in the machine. Tell him all about whatever I found. All right, let's look at these pennies. We're gonna look at some pennies. See what we can't find. So okay, I told you about that Flair G. Oh, here's an 87. The 87 can have this double ear. It's one of the one of the known errors of varieties. I don't think this is it. Anyway, so that Flair FG, I love those. I don't know why. I guess it's because they're cool. They're not impossible to find. They're worth a little bit of money. Well, I had searched for one and searched. And when I finally found that thing, it was a beautiful specimen. I'm not going to get rid of it. I'm going to sell it. I mean, I would for, I guess, the right money, but it's really good shape. And here, I'll show y'all an example if I find one. Anyway, when I found it, was just a really good feeling. See, the other day I found I already put it in a little holder. I found a 2000 White AM, which is not, just super valuable. It's like a $20, $30 penny. Let me see if I can show you. Yeah, there you go. See the gap, the space between the A and M. Let's see what else we got here. 1970D. I look for new errors, but on these older ones, I have I've made myself a list, over some time of what I really am interested in finding. And a lot of it I memorize, you do it long enough, you just look at stuff and you don't realize how much coin knowledge you gain just playing around with this as a hobby until you're talking to somebody. They're like, "Hey, well, tell me about your coins." And you're like, "Well, this and no, there's this 1994 with this, that's got the double die reverse and oh, let me tell you the difference between double die and machine doubling." And then you just get into all this stuff, and they look at you and they're like, "Gosh, man, you sound like a professional." It's crazy how much you don't realize, even you guys even if you're just starting out and you're watching one of these videos, or if you've been doing it, like 74, not 74D, but 74, there's this aluminum penny that was made. It's like an experiment. I think 2 of them were made. And I think the head of the mint at that time kept it. And it's incredibly valued. The government, I think they have it now, but it's like 1963D. There is a DDO-D that's a variety, double die burst. And I don't think this is it, but that is one of them. Let's see what else we got here. Here's a 2018. There's you can go to your bank, $25, guys. $25 gets you a big box of pennies. I have found, and they'll have wheat pennies. I have found so many interesting coins over the years just going through these pennies. I mean, so much so that after all these years, I still do it. I'll always have a box of pennies in here because you never know what you're going to find. Never know, never know. I found, you find a lot of foreign coins too, which is sometimes it's pretty cool. we got here? What do we got here? 2000. Wait a minute, 2000. And sometimes you can come across some pretty interesting just mint errors. Not varieties, but just those errors where they're off center, or maybe like a big dye grease. The whole coin looks like it's been struck in that dye grease, or just a whole assortment of things. Let's open another quarter roll. We need to find some silver. I'm gonna do one more before I get off here. And I'm gonna go pick up those halves a couple of days, and we'll do those. Hold on here. Let me get this position. All right, here we go. Look for West Points. Look for West Points and silver. West Points and silver. 76. Hey, that's a pretty set. Oh yeah, that's a bicentennial. Not in bad shape. I mean, with the scope. Oh, by the way, I'm gonna stick. This is like a $20 scope. I'll stick a link in the description for y'all, in case anybody needs a scope. Do like an Amazon link or something. Let's see here. Yeah. Let's find this. So West Point, some silver. Yeah, I found that 45 yesterday, and it was in really good shape. I thought, wow, man, this is crazy. Actually, I've already put it in my collection. Now, here's the one I found here. I already haven't taken this one back yet. Well, shoot, I can't quite get it up there. Hold on. Here's the 54. I've already got it in a flip. So that's 90% silver. Just found it. Sitting in a quarter roll, waiting on me. Let's look here. What do we got, D, now? Okay, so here's another thing. Oh, look, there's some machine doubling. That's pretty cool. So here's another thing that you guys can do. I go to these flea markets a lot of times, and sometimes these flea markets will have dealers, and they've got coins sitting up there twice as much as what you would spend for them on eBay. But sometimes, like I found this old little tin box, looked like very, very, very old. And I opened it up. It was full of stamps. I mean, it was just cram-packed full of stamps. And I asked the lady, how much is this? She goes, oh, that's $20. And I didn't say a word. That's okay. Gave her $20, took off. I got home. Number one, it had a bar recorder in the bottom of it that was in pretty good shape. There are hundreds and hundreds of stamps in that thing. And this was just the other day. I still haven't had a chance to go through them all, but I've already found some moderately rare stamps to go into my collection. But guys, you never know what you're going to run into. Oh, I got another story. Okay, check this out. I'm at work the other day, and I'm in good enough with the manager of our local branch that if anything comes in, I'm like at the top of the list for the coins. He'll email me when somebody brings in some old, silver dollars or whatever, old Eisenhowers. They're not silver, but that's what they call them. Anyway, so he calls me. He says, man, he emails me. Says, I had a guy come in today wanting to deposit some coins. So I asked him, okay, we'll bring them in. And he came in with bags, sealed 1972 bags of pennies. 3 bags from the mint from 1972 that had never been opened. He said the dude was going to cut it open and dump it in the machine. And he went out there and no, let's do this up here. So he gives him the $50 a bag. Then he calls me, and then he gives them to me. $50 a bag. Because it's a bank. They're not making money like that. They're not coin dealers. Most crap. I walked inside. I saw those bags of money. I said, "What in the world? What?" Anyway, I got them face value, $50 a bag. He also had brought in several rolls of pennies. I've got some 1958, I think, wheat pennies that are uncirculated. Never been touched. They're beautiful. Several 1960 whole rolls. I've got several rolls. I'll have to break them out and show you guys. But the cool thing is I got all this stuff from the bank. So I got it all at face value. There's no, it didn't cost me a thing. I just nothing but making money. All right. We didn't find anything. We're going to come back to it later. I'll stick some more up there here in a little bit. Thanks, guys.